Okay, so we've looked at 2 trends for advisors. Give me a third one.
The third one for me, George, is really the trend about how do financial advisors maximize their time and maximize their revenue. Now, maximize their time. Everyone's going to say, oh, online calls, Zoom calls. Zooms is so 2020, if you have to ask me. If I see another Zoom call, I'll probably go nuts. The truth is, there's lots of new technology coming out there. And if you're going to be a financial planner or an advisor that really capitalizes on this, you've got to stay at the forefront of that technology and embrace that technology. You actually want it to augment your practice. And so if I was a financial planner, I'd be spending a good amount of my time understanding what tools are available, what new innovations are out there, and how these can make me do more and get more by spending less time. Because let's be honest, financial advice, financial planning, it's limited, it's time-based. And so you can't really scale it up unless you truly take innovation and you augment it with what you do. And I think that's the trick. There are a lot of financial advisors out there that I think are not embracing technology enough. And it's going to come back and bite them. It's going to come back and bite them because they're not going to be able to 10x their business. We just spoke about improving that PE ratio, moving from a 2 to an 8. If you can do more with less, it's automatically going to improve your PE ratio. If you can use more of this innovation to structure and bring rigor to your practice, it's automatically going to professionalize you and make your business worth more value.
Absolutely. Time is money, and it's got to. Your business has to be scalable. And there's another kind of nuance on this, which I think is really interesting, which is about personalizing the value you give, the advice, everything that you do for your client, actually make them feel very special. But actually, how do you do that in a scalable way? And there's 2 things that I've seen, 2 trends that I've seen really take off lately. One is time blocking. So you actually see advisors who are saying, do you know what, this jumping from here to here to here is really not working for me. In the quarter, I'm going to spend the first 2 weeks of every quarter. That's what I'm going to do. That's where I'm going to do my client meetings. That's a really interesting way of running a business, because in the rest of the quarter, you can be concentrating on the back office stuff, the tech stuff, the working on your business stuff, the recruiting people, everything that you need to run your business. So time blocking, I think, is here to stay. And then if I come back to that personalization of service and using tech in a way that helps me be scalable, it's actually about setting your client up for success as they come into their meeting with you. Something that I've seen that I thought was really innovative was an advisor who was recording in advance a little snapshot, a summary of how the portfolio had performed, why they'd picked the funds they had, where they were in that life cycle journey. All of that was in a video for the client to watch before the meeting. So the meeting then becomes bish, bash, bosh. This is what it's all about. And then it's followed up by back office staff sorting out, the follow-up kind of requirements. And I think that is a really innovative way of using video, using Zoom, using face-to-face meetings in a really coherent way.
Absolutely, George. I think that's a fantastic example, and it shows you just how simple things are. And we often overlook those simplistic things, and we're looking for the big hits, the wow things. But doing something as simple as pre-recording a video, talking about the investment performance, man, just think about how it set that client up to have the right, but also quick discussion when the time comes.
And it's systematized as well. It goes out 5 days before the appointment. The client is asked to watch it in advance. They're reminded 3 days before the appointment, and then they come in and have the appointment. And once you get in that habit, that routine, the client knows exactly what to expect every single meeting.
Innate is a registered trademark of Stanlib Wealth Management Pty Limited, an authorized financial services provider.